If there are moments in our lives that leave a mark, they are the memories that persist. Like stars shining in the night sky, they envelop us, transport us to the past, and make us relive long dormant emotions. Let me tell you a story of intertwined memories, longing, and hearts that never forget. I was at Grandma's house, the same house that always welcomed me with the smell of cake and laughter on Sunday afternoons. But on that day, the house was different, dark, silent, and filled with a sadness I couldn't describe. My grandmother had passed away recently, taken too quickly by a cruel cancer. My dad and uncle decided it was time to renovate, clean, and organize everything. But I felt the house didn't want to be disturbed. I was playing with my toy cars on the living room floor, trying to distract myself while they dismantled old furniture and removed boxes from a closet. It was strange to see everything covered in white sheets as if the house was hiding, refusing to show what it truly was. My dad sighed heavily. I still can't believe Mom is gone. This house is full of memories. My uncle nodded, shaking his head. It's hard, brother. But we need to move on. She would have wanted us to take care of all this. They were both clearly sad, trying to be strong for each other. I looked at them and felt a knot in my stomach. I wanted to help, but I didn't know how. So I started exploring the house. It was as if I was seeing everything for the first time. Every dark corner seemed to hide a secret. I walked down the hallway, running my fingers along the cold, wallpapered walls. That's when I heard it. A strange sound, almost like a whisper, coming from the basement. I stopped to listen more clearly. What was that? I murmured to myself. I don't know what led me to go down those stairs, but something inside me wanted to know more. Each step creaked under my feet, the sound echoing in the silence of the house. The basement was even scarier than I remembered, full of cobwebs and shadows that seemed to move. I turned on the light, which flickered before stabilizing. That's when I saw the old rocking chair in the corner, moving on its own, as if someone had just gotten up from it. I swallowed hard. Who's there? My voice came out weaker than I expected. A cold draft passed by me, making me shiver. I heard soft footsteps behind me and turned quickly, but there was no one there. The light started flickering frantically, and I felt panic take over. That's when I heard the scream. It was my own scream echoing off the basement walls. I heard my dad and uncle calling my name, their footsteps quickly descending the stairs. When they reached the basement, they found me huddled in a corner, terrified. My dad ran to me and hugged me tightly. "What happened, son?" he asked, his voice full of concern. I think I saw Grandma. She was sitting in that chair," I said, pointing to the rocking chair that was now still. My uncle looked at the chair, incredulous. But before he could say anything, the light suddenly went out, plunging us into darkness. That's when we heard it. A soft, ethereal laugh, coming from all directions. We froze, the feeling of Na's invisible presence becoming undeniable. That day changed everything. I never looked at that house the same way again. Whatever happened there, I feel like Grandma wanted to tell us something, one last message before leaving for good. And to this day, I avoid thinking too much about what it could have been.